All right. Hello, NGB, Deadwing Dick, Arctic Fox Zoology, Yelp, Helpful. All right, hello. How's everybody doing today? It's been, I guess, kind of nice. I mean, it finally rained, but this rain is insane. The storm is actually pretty crazy right now. I mean, not right now. I think it's kind of died down, but yeah, just now it's pretty bad. And every time it storms like this in Dallas, you know, traffic gets really bad because people have no fucking clue how to drive in the rain. And so yeah, accidents everywhere. You know, Google Maps is just red everywhere. It's pretty bad. Visibility was bad. Traffic was bad. And it didn't help that it was raining. It was storming during rush hour. And everyone's going home. So yeah, it's pretty bad. I went out for dinner with a friend and it took forever just to move a mile. Wrong desk. Hey, what's up, Ramsky and Russ? No shark fin desk mat. Okay, so yeah, do we want the wood grain or do we want the desk mat? I mean, I can grab the desk mat. It's whatever. Okay, so let's go ahead and unbox this thing. So I put the link in the Discord, but if someone can post the link here as well, that'd be nice. Or I guess, well, yeah, if someone wants to do that, I'm gonna bring something up. Let me see. Oh no. Okay, I'm gonna put the link in here. Maybe someone did already. Okay. So yeah, so if you want to read up about this new keycap profile, definitely check out the link. Oh, thank you, Arctic Fox. Is this the new novelties desk mat? Yes. Yes, it is. Yeah, so check out that link. I'm not gonna read through it. I'm just gonna do a proper first impressions kind of thing, right? And then we'll compare it with SA, since I've got two boards of SA on them right now. And compare a chair profile as well. It's supposed to be an in-between. So I guess kind of like mix or e-drug or whatever that one's called. Hey, what's up, Rope? White Ren. And yeah, it's supposed to be almost 1.7 millimeters thick. So very thick indeed. So we'll find out if it's decent. And so, disclaimer, Z Frontier sent this to me. They did not ask me to give a good review or whatever. And in fact, when they asked me about the set, I didn't know they were sending me a sample. So so I gave them a little lecture about, oh yeah, you know, the problem of SA keycaps, and this set will have the same problem as well. Where if you look at the pictures in the link, it has the same problem that SA keycaps have. Where, see on Cherry profile, if you look at this, maybe we'll zoom in a bit. Okay. So on Cherry, you will see that they all have a nice downward slope, right? So if I'm moving from this row to this row, see how the bottom of the row on top is still taller than the top of the bottom row. Look at this, right? So it's basically like a staircase, right? Look at this, perfectly stepped. Other than these rows, because these are basically the same, right? Other than that, you see everything slopes nicely, right? So when you're sliding down, you don't hit anything. Whereas on SA, it's not exactly the same. Right, you will see when I'm sloping downwards, my fingertips are gonna catch on the row beneath. Right, see, look at this, when I'm going from this row to this row. Right, because the top of the bottom row is actually still taller than the bottom of the top row. Right, See. So this is actually a problem that I and a lot of other people have with typing on SA keycaps. Where, yeah, your fingers seem to catch when you're moving down the rows. And so, sadly, that's the same thing with this set. But we'll see. More colored pipe key hype. Profile is mixed. They're using MDA now. E-Drag was an unfortunate name. Oh yeah. Oh, is it called MDA? Wait, what? So is it mix or MDA? But yeah, I said E-Drug because I don't think a lot of people are aware that the name got changed already. What's up, the gingerbread man? What board is that? Wait, which board? Oh, the Android VD75, yeah. That's what it is, yes. Okay, so I don't even know what keys are included in this set. So hopefully it supports Win keyless, because if it just does a standard bottom row, it might be fucked. I might have to pull out. Pulling out is always good. I might have to find my Cooler Master QFR. It's somewhere. I have no idea where it is, but it's somewhere. Because that's the only board with standard caps. With a standard layout. Oh, nice. Okay, so it's got its own packaging already. Alright. If you need me to zoom in, just let me know. Okay, so it says back here, cat, some Chinese shit. Alright, I can read most of it. But anyway, it just says, let me translate. It says, samples might not be completely representative of final products. Yeah. Pretty sure that's what it means. So let's take a look at it. And so just look at the website, the link that I gave you guys, and then let me know if you have any questions about the set. Yeah, I mean, that's how you know it's genuine Chinese, right? You know it's authentic, made in China. It's like when you go to a Chinese restaurant. You don't want everything spelled perfectly. You want shitty translations and misspelled and misused words. Like instead of deep fried duck, it's fuck the duck. Exploding duck. Oh no, fuck is usually when they say fried or stir fried or pan fried. Yeah, and then deep fried usually gets translated into explode. Pre-casted us for a minute. Oh. Whoops. Okay, so I mean, is there anything else to look at for the box? Not really, right? Yeah, so prototype, engineering sample. So a lot of thought went into this, but sadly, like I said, my big problem with SA is not fixed. So that's kind of a shame. Alright, so let's look at this thing. It says Keyreative All Touch. That's what CAT stands for. I guess we'll zoom in on this shit. Gonna do some literature. Keyreative's first self-developed new profile mechanical keyboard keycaps. Smooth ergonomic input experience. Smooth surface texture. 1.65. Yeah, that's my height, except in millimeters. Thickened sidewall treatment. over a dozen of creations and optimizations such as tapping sounds. Oh, that's pretty crazy. Okay, 5 months of research and development, 3 months of die sinking. What? 6 months to find better raw materials, 5 months to pursue perfection. The project was established in November 2016. You will meet the project after 19 months. Holy shit, that's a long time. And to think that the hubcaps was gonna be, you know, produced in just a matter of months. When you receive the first keycap sample, you must be our most honorable friend. Oh man, it's making me cry. So we can't wait to share this joy with you. Please also forgive us for some problems left in the hurry. Thank you for your recognition. And it's signed Big Cat and Creative. Oh, okay, so it's got Chinese behind here. I'm not gonna try to read it because I'm gonna butcher it real bad. And I probably can only read like half of it. Okay, so let's take a look at the set. Old school, no pullouts. Oh boy. Cat row 3 only set 1. Okay, so this is kind of cool. Okay, so I assume this is PBT die sub. Yep, because I can already see some printing, just fuzzy printing on the enter key, on the ISO enter key, on the shift, left shift. We'll find out. Again, this is just an engineering sample, so it's safe to assume that they're gonna fix some of this shit. And right now, it's mostly just a matter of whether or not the keycaps feel good and stuff like that. Okay. Actually feels pretty nice. So this is a 3U spacebar, PBT. Alright, so this is the thickness, as you can see. So for 3U, looks fairly straight to me. I don't know about you, but look at that. Alright, I don't see any warping or anything, so that's good. On the 3U, we'll find out about the 6 and the 7s. Alright, but so far, looks pretty nice. The feel, I quite like the way it feels. It feels nicer than PBT SA from Signature Plastics. So this has a matte finish to it. Smooth matte finish. So it doesn't really grip your fingers when you slide over them. Man, is that when I cut myself? I think so, right? No. Maybe. Not intentionally. Okay, yeah, so this is it. And what's up, Pavilions? Friendship and Acuity fans, not Z Frontiers, my best friend. What's up, Django? Who else is here? Did I say hi to everyone? Hopefully I did. If I missed any of you, please let me know. Okay. I'm assuming these are also... Okay, so these... I guess they're just showing off how good their die subbing is or something. I don't know. Right, it's cool. Not that I would personally ever use them, but... And I think this might just be an engine, a prototype thing. I don't know. Yeah, so it's die subbed over it. See, look at that. It's just completely dyed onto the surface. But if this... If they can keep this consistent and reliable, could be pretty good moving forward, right? of course, the problem is trying to center it on the keycap itself. Okay, so if you look at the lion, and again, this is just a bonus thing. This doesn't have anything to do with the actual cat sat or whatever. All right, we're just looking at this to make this new technology. Okay, so you can see one of the big problems with this kind of die subbing is you can see the lion's face is not centered. All right, you can see more dark brown over here, more brown over here compared to over here. All right, so there's a problem with this kind of all over die sub or whatever. Is that when you try to center it, it's pretty difficult. All right, look at that. So you can see more of the mane over here. Whereas you can't see that on this side. Right, so fortunately, technology is still a work in progress. Yeah, so these are just bonus keys, I guess. Let's look at this. Okay, so this is the, I guess, 6U spacebar. Yeah, this is the 6U spacebar. So if you hear that, usually that means it's warping. All right, look at this. So again, prototype engineering sample. Maybe they'll fix it, maybe they won't. My guess is they won't. This is a PBT thing, and getting spacebar straight is incredibly difficult, especially, I think the more material you use, the harder it is, because then it shrinks kind of weird, right? Alright, so yeah, look at this. Yeah, so have they solved PBT's problems? Apparently not. I think if we zoom in, we need the light, right? When we zoom in, it gets pretty dark. Yeah, that's with the light on. Only God can save PBT. Just do ABS spacebar, jet stream. Okay, and then let's check out the, okay, so it comes with a keycap cooler, it comes with this keycap tray. I personally am not a fan of these kind of trays because it's kind of a pain in the ass, right? I already hate swapping keycaps. Just pulling keycaps and putting them back in. I already hate that shit, so imagine every time you want to take them out of a tray, you have to pull them with a keycap cooler. Yeah, that gets old pretty fast. OG Share PBT doesn't have this problem. I wouldn't say it doesn't have that problem. It's more just it has better quality control. Okay, so you have to. Okay, so good news, it does have a win keyless bottom row, so that's nice. So let's put it on a board. Okay, what boards do I have? We've got keycaps on. Okay, this one, I guess. I haven't used this thing in a long time. Okay, so having them here. Okay, so let's check out the die subbing on this thing. And you can let me know if it's good or not. Okay, let's have the lights on. You want the lights on or lights off? So the font choice is not bad. I will say usually, you know, that's always a problem. Whenever you see made in China keycaps, they always fuck up the font. They pick some crazy ass shit. This is surprisingly decent. Of course, you know, it's very similar to the, I think it's called Gorton Modified by SP. Maybe. Hey, what's up? Oh, Titty. Bees in a trap. Yeah. 2 is not the only key that's a bit off. If you look at 3 as well, it is quite off. I'd say 3 is more obvious than 2. You can see the whole thing shifted to the side. To the right side. Yeah, so basically just dev titty all over again, right? And again, I'm gonna assume this is gonna be considerably cheaper than the MT3. So if that one is gonna be that fucked up, you know, for a first batch, this one's just a prototype. So hopefully these things get fixed. Yeah, so you've got a big asterisk. I like to call this the fuzzy asshole. So you will see something similar on a lot of older Android PBT sets. The newer ones have a smaller, tighter asterisk. Okay, so yeah, so I don't know. I probably need a better lens to be able to show you guys this, but the shift key is a bit fuzzy. It's probably hard for you guys to see, but it just looks a tiny little bit fuzzy to me. I will say, okay. So so the main problem this set has right now in terms of the die subbing is the alignment. Right, I think. Okay, alignment as in for the whole thing. Alignment and yeah, it's not sharp enough. Basically, it just has quite a bit of bleed around it. Just fuzziness around it. But at least the lines are fairly consistent compared to some of the other shit we've seen. And again, this is just for a prototype. Kerning is not bad, right? But I'm gonna assume they follow. See, because if you just look at compare Signature Plastics, the font is not too different, right? And especially if you look at I don't have a die sub essay set from Signature Plastics, but it should be. But that one, the font is skinnier and smaller, so kind of like this. But yeah, but this font is, yes, basically kind of we'll call it inspired by Gorton Modified on that Signature Plastics uses. Because, you know, some of the ones you can, if you want to see fonts real quick, you can compare the R's. Usually compare R, you compare the G. Those are the two simple ones you can look at. Right, so you can look at the R, see it's similar to the R over here, right, which is quite different from the GMK or Cherry R. Right. Same thing with G. You can see the G on GMK is a round bottom G. Right. See how it's round all over. Whereas on Signature Plastics and on the cat profile as well, it uses this squared off G. Alright, so this is just a quick way to see font. Like, you know, trying to compare fonts. Yeah, so G is pretty much the same. R is basically the same thing. And then you can see the kerning for shift is very similar as well. So it doesn't have the shifty problems. See that it's properly spaced. I need to get calipers or a milling, what do you call it? a micrometer, whatever they call it. Thoughts on the board coming out tomorrow, mass drop? Oh, I've not seen it yet. Can you post a link here? SA Ice, not its back. It's okay. I used to have it. It's alright. What's up, Chewy? No problem being late. What Jimmy says that? That was Honeywell. Round bottoms. Okay, yeah. So, and in terms of feeling, yeah, I like this more than Signature Plastics PBT SA. In terms of the texture and the feeling of the cap. Okay, they said that they thought what they tried to get a good plastic that sounded good when you just tap it, apparently. So we'll find out. Right now we have to take this shit. I just realized. Wait, why would you include two? Oh, what the hell? Okay, so these two escapes are the same profile, but they don't have one for this key. It's kind of unfortunate. Okay, and then what we can do is I'll just put it on the board. Let's see, grab more. Okay, so to compare row profiles. Okay. Yeah, so that's what I'm trying to do right now. I'm trying to show you guys the side profile. Okay, so this is SA. Basically, the taller one is going to be SA, okay? And this is CAT. So row 1. Well, actually, I think they have another row. Yeah, they have a taller row for the function row. For the escape row. Let's grab that. So in Signature Plastics, they just use the same, most of the time people choose the same row profile for the num row and the function row. But for this one, you can see this is how these two compare. These are the escape rows, and then this would be the num row. All right, you can see on this one it is flatter. I would say this is closer to row 2 on SA. And then we've got Q. Okay, so this is row 2 SA. So for the letter Q, the row of Q. Yeah, so you can see overall just shorter. I would say the sculpt on the top is quite similar, right? Look at that. Maybe being a bit curvier than SA on the top. Hey, what's up, Striker? Board looks unique, definitely not for me. Okay, I'll check it out in a bit. Okay, so Q and then the row for A. Oops. Okay, so this is the flat row. Hey, Nick! What is going on? Man, please. Nick is in the house. So Nick Heller has been a long-time veteran of the keyboard scene, and he is here today with a sub. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. I've actually bought stuff from Nick before, I believe. Oh, not just on keycap, but yes. What's up, Denny? All right. See, so this is the flat row, your home row. All right. Again, in general, just a shorter SA, and the tops are just the tiniest. It's hard to see on camera, but yeah, very subtly more curvy on the top. Oh yeah, you can see that. Okay, see over here. See how it's the scoop is a bit deep. The corners are more raised compared to regular SA. What's up, Dale Snail? All right, and then the last row, or well, not the last row, second last row, the row for Z. All right, again, SA. Let's put that on top because it's taller. So I would say overall, yeah, a shorter SA is what it is. I would say in terms of, I wouldn't say innovation, but in terms of different originality, I think the mix profile is a bit more different from SA than the cat profile, I think. Which isn't necessarily a good or bad thing. But I think from what I remember, mix tries a bit harder to differentiate itself from SA, whereas this is quite similar. Shorter overall. It's almost as short as Cherry Profile. Almost, but not really. I would say kind of in between. I would say closer to OEM height. Right. Okay, was that? Yeah, I think that was it. Comparing to SA. Oh, let's compare the bottom row as well. I think. What does this one use? Okay, yeah. Is the bottom row the same as the? Let me check. I think okay, so the bottom row are the bottom two rows are basically the same, I believe. Yep. So you can see up and left arrow. So the bottom two rows, just like some SA sculpted SA sets, basically the same for the bottom two rows. Yeah, so we're gonna put them on this board right here, and then might not be a great. We can actually put this set on the board we build tomorrow or something as well. So we will try it on different boards. All right. So I think I get to keep them. I'm not sure. I didn't ask. I didn't think we would get this far because it got to me really fast. I was still moving, and it got to me while I was in the middle of a move. Okay, so you know, maybe this board isn't the best board to put it on. Well, we don't want to put it with box wires because then it's super fucking loud, right? I'll put it on this thing right now, so we're not gonna find out about how it sounds, because this is not a good sounding board. Dothead! Hey, you're back! Or I guess I'm back and you're back too. How's the summer going? You went on vacation, right? For a bit? While working? Yeah, thanks for the resub. 7 months in a row. The longest foot long. Wow! Maybe that's what I need. Wait, is that? Yeah, maybe. Well, I don't know if I'll get sued for it. But yeah, Toby, wow. Oh, it's LD, that's right. How did I even forget? Yeah, that's not Toby. What the fuck? It's LD. Patience from Zoe. Dale Snail, subscriber for tier 1. Thank you so much. Yeah, man, it's LD. Who's the guy in the black name anyway? Because I'm using dark mode on. Is that Moki Doki? Is that who it is? It is. But yeah, thanks for the resub and the sub, Dothead and Dale Snail. Would you have intercourse with a child to save its life? Depends. Will I get caught? Captain Schwa is here as well. Dada says the summer's going great. We've been traveling a lot. Glad to see you finally moved. Hopefully the toilet and sink are locked. Oh, dude, they are spotless. They're fucking spotless. And speaking of the toilet, I finally made this place a home. Oh, let's see if we turn the lights off. Okay. Yeah. Do we want the lights on or off? On is kind of... Okay. So, yeah. I installed the bidet in the toilet in this apartment, so we're officially moved in. I just realized the split backspace is going to give us problems. God damn it. Oh well. Oh well. Who was that? 8 Diagram, thank you so much with the Twitch Prime sub. I really appreciate it. Maybe I should have told Z Frontier I'm doing the stream today. I think that's where I fucked up. Oh well. Yeah, thank you very much. Yep. Bidet, and this bidet is actually quite nice. I mean, the last one I bought was from, you know, a few years ago. And who knew that right now, for less than $30, you could get one with a slim profile and self-washing too. So that's nice. And I wish we could have humans who are self-washing. Right, I would appreciate it if my roommate were like that. But anyway, so yeah, at least this bidet washes itself. Yeah, so that's pretty cool. Alpha colored mod key. Wait, alpha colored mod pipe key, you mean? But yes, I mean the mods are alpha color too. That's a great observation, Russ. Excellent. Your first shit. Oh, it wasn't my first shit, unfortunately, but yes. It's been nice. Now I look forward to taking a shit at home, not as in general. But you know, it's not nice when you don't have a bidet, because then, you know, shitting at home and shitting outside is kind of similar. Right? Sure, it's just different grades of toilet paper, but you know, a bit too similar. But if you get a bidet, it's nice. Maybe what I need is a mechanical bidet. Okay. Right in the thick of the action. Sick of the raw dog TP. Yeah, my first semester here was not great. I went from only ever using, you know, always using water to just fucking toilet paper like a barbarian. And yeah, that was pretty bad. and because of the amount of dairy I was eating, so you know I was shitting myself a lot because you know how almost every Asian is lactose intolerant, horribly lactose intolerant, and so that was not a good combo at all. But I don't think, oh well, whatever. I don't think Z Frontier is gonna watch the whole video, right? When we're talking about this stuff, but yeah. So like I said, for the die subbing alignment problems in general, at least they don't seem to have issues aligning the actual individual letters. It's more just the whole print. So they at least have one part figured out. They're already better than JTK in that respect. Way better than JTK. For now. Hopefully it'll get even better. Yeah, so don't worry too much about the sound test today because yeah, I don't have boards set up yet, but for now we're just gonna see if it feels decent, and then over time we'll try putting it on different boards we build just to check out how it sounds. And no, they're not uniform like DSA, yeah, so they're basically mini SA. Dale Snail says, it won't let me use my Prime sub, so here you go. Well, thank you very much. Why would it let you use your Prime sub though? That's weird. Does the water go up the brown eye? Yes, and it brings a tear to my actual eyes. You know, G10 says cam is the uniform profile, sample's not out yet. Yeah, tears of joy. Yeah, it's nice though having a bidet. Everyone should get one. I should do custom bidet builds. And I just realized, so these are not the correct row because, yeah, this is an engineering sample and they don't have everything. So yeah, this is not the correct row. So I need, don't have backspace here. So fuck it, right? Let's put the fuzzy asshole over there. Yeah, so again, this setup is not a good sounding setup because it is steel plate with wood. Okay, this is weird. So you know how we looked at the 6U spacebar and it kind of wobbles, right? It's not completely straight. All right, look at that. Let's zoom in. All right, but the T7 oh, this board was not built by me. I bought this board and the plan was to take it apart and rebuild it. I never really did get around to doing that, and it's because the wood case is kind of weird. So it's got no standoffs in it, and these screws are screwed directly into the wood. I had no idea when I bought it. The guy didn't tell me. I thought it would just use regular standoffs and shit. Nope, it screws directly in. So not all plates will work. Okay, so you can see the 7 is actually straight. The fuck? Usually the 7 is the one that's screwed up, right? Look at this. Also again, Lights on, lights off. See? What in the world? Okay, let's look at the 6.25. Yeah. Okay. Okay, this is really weird. So the 7 is actually the straightest out of all of them. Whereas the 6, the shortest one, is the one that's got issues. Alright, see, look at this. See, pretty much straight. Pretty much straight. Okay, and another thing is also the spacebar. So this is, so SA spacebars and DSA spacebars are completely flat in terms of angle, right? Of course, they're convex, but they have no angle, it's 0 angle, 0 degree angle. But these are kind of like chair profile OEM, where the bottom is taller. All right, you can see that. Okay, maybe I spoke too soon because something funky is going on over here. Nope. Okay, so maybe the spacebar is straight, but the stems themselves are warped, because I'm afraid that is the problem right now. Yup, I think that is the case. So unfortunately, even though the spacebar itself is straight-ish, I think the stems are not straight, because when I put them in, look at this. That is not normal. Wait, now it's just not tight? It's so weird. But you can see how the right side is taller than the left. Yeah, so I think the stems aren't straight. Yeah, this thing curves upwards. Okay, I think, okay, maybe what I can do the water was cold. Okay, maybe the stem is just loose. Let's try this. Oh god, did it just... It just popped the spacebar stabilizer out. God damn it. Yeah, so the stems are definitely not straight. Very unfortunate. I don't know about the... I just have to test that some other day. Yeah, so today it's just a first impressions kind of thing. And then I'll have to keep typing on it to really find out what I think about it. Maybe I'll put it on my... Well, the 70 spacebar doesn't work, so I can't really do that. Hey, what's up, Alex? How's it going? Alright, so do we want to zoom in or do we want to keep this height? You guys let me know. Yeah, look at the M key and how far left it is. Right. It's like Bernie Sanders. Oh man. See, the zoomed out look is so cool, isn't it? Again, this board, the board itself sounds bad, so please don't attribute this to the keycaps. We'll keep trying them with different builds over the next few weeks just to see what we think. But so far, impressions, die subbing, it's like I would say 70% of the way there. 70% was they just need to align it. But you know, as of right now, it's as good as DevTitty. Which is not a compliment, but apparently the competition is not much better. Okay. Again, steel plate and wood case does not make for a good sounding board. So please don't take the sound test seriously. Alright, we'll try it on a better board soon. I just need to clear all my stuff first. I've still got shit lying around everywhere. And this is the box royals. Oops. Okay, so the row 1 is similar to the row 2, I believe. So let's grab. Yeah, see, so these two I would say are the closest in terms of, okay, so row 1 for cat, row 2 for SA, right? Pretty similarly sized. Right, you can compare the thickness, look at this. You can see that the cat keycaps are fucking thick at the bottom. Look at that shit, that's insane. Right, 1.7 millimeters. So, look at that. See, so SA is thick just because of the double shot on the inside. But, look at this shit. So if you compare it to GMK, so yeah, even thicker than GMK. Look at that. So if you're looking for thick keycaps, this is definitely it. Right, very thick. Now I don't know, compatibility wise, they said that it would be compatible with basically everything, box switches and all that. They checked. I'm not so sure about LEDs and stuff for soft facing and all that. I don't think I asked them that, but did they tell you what they're looking to sell at? Unfortunately, no. But I don't think it's gonna be as expensive as Dev Titty. Shape-shifting chemtrails want to vaccinate your children and turn the frogs gay. Yeah, very thick for sure. Yeah, my brother's boss believes in chemtrails and shit. Yeah, he has fun with that. So I'll have to use it more to tell you what I really think. Right now it's just more first impressions. My fingers aren't getting caught as much, but again, I'll have to type daily to really tell you that. Because it's more just, if I'm typing on camera, right, you kind of type a bit weird. It's like when you're talking and you talk on camera, it's different from when you're talking just in person. And so, you know, when I normally type, I'm a bit lazier. My fingers slide up and down the rows. Okay, if you ask me though, SA or cat, I prefer cat. As of right now, I definitely prefer this to SA. Just mostly because of the height. Right? This actually doesn't suck to type on. I wouldn't say SA sucks. I wouldn't even say that. It's just more of chair profile's more comfortable. This, because it's lower, it's a bit more comfortable than SA. Alright. SA is fun, but over time it gets a bit tiring for me because, you know, your fingers have to really work. You can't be lazy. Can we get a look at the side profile? Yep, that's exactly what we're about to do. That's why I put it on the board, right? Okay, so whoops, that's not gonna balance. Okay, and then let's do kind of hard to see, isn't it? Okay, so should I unplug this board? Maybe I should. Let's do that. Okay, so you can compare over here. I would say the case profiles are about the same, so you can see they both show the underside of the keycap, unfortunately, so not true high profile. But you can see that cat definitely is shorter. The angle is not as sharp. And again, this doesn't have row 1 though, right? Like row 1, their row 1 is still sharp-ish, right? Look at that. But still not as sharp as SA with their crazy ass row 1, right? So flatter and shorter in general, but the sculpt itself is more concave. The tops. So again, any kind of questions you have, let me know. And then we're gonna continue to use these caps throughout you know, the builds that we're gonna do. So you're gonna have more chances to see these keycaps in action as well. Because if I'm gonna stream more often, then you know, I'm sure we'll get sick of cherry profile. Yeah, definitely shorter if you look at that. Is it more comfortable to type on? For me, yes. Maybe you like tall keycaps. Most people don't, that's for sure. Then let's look at the die subbing. So yeah, see, overall I'd say die subbing could, I think, might even be better than Dev Titty. Maybe, at least looking at the pictures. Right, and this is just a prototype, right? So hopefully they'll fix it. Yeah, you can see the J is kind of fucked too. M for sure. Sucks for me in that SA Carbon I just bought. Well, I mean, I don't know when this thing will be out, right? They didn't really say. Although I assume it's soon, because if they're sending out samples and shit, I think it's definitely coming up. But yeah, so I think the guy I spoke to is gonna look at the comments on here and on YouTube. So, or in the Discord as well. If you have any thoughts, any questions, just post them here. I'm sure that'll be more helpful than just, oh, it looks good, that looks good. Oh, that looks so good. Buy, please, everybody. Right. Oh, they're a sponsor? These products are fucking amazing. You should all buy it. But what about that other thing? That one's just as good, so buy both. Alright, none of that bullshit. Yeah, so let me know what questions you have. I'll try to answer them right now. We'll leave the last 5 minutes for that. Okay, Mouse is fine. It says, why stop at 1.7mm? Have the entire keycap filled except for the stem. Well, then you might have some shrinkage problems and stuff, right? And it's already, I think it already has minimum space actually. Quite little space left. Deadwing Dick says, head on SA all you want, just means more sets for me. RIP wallet. Yeah, see, I'm glad we have people that actually really like SA, right? I mean, again, for me, I don't hate SA. Fun to type on, looks cool. Do I prefer cherry profile? Yes. If I had to type on SA or cheap OEM keycaps, I would pick SA. If I had to type on SA compared to DSA, I would pick SA. XDA compared to SA, I would pick SA. KAT or CAT compared to SA, I think I would pick CAT. Now what we need to do is, I need to get the mix or E-drug or MDA in, and then we can compare that with CAT. I think that those are going to be the closest ones we have, right? Smooth or grainy? Smooth. Yeah, it is a matte smooth, so definitely not grainy. So I know grainy would be like when you get some DSA, like a DSA Legacy, for example, I believe has a grainy texture. So this is not even PPT, this is just ABS, but you can see it has a grainy texture to it, right? Look at that. Whereas on this one, you can see it's got basically nothing. It's just a matte, smooth finish right there. This Matt says prefer DSA to SA, NGB as well. You guys are insane. Anthony's getting angry, and I just made the emote for it an hour ago. Oh shit, really? Okay, yeah. I still need to announce that. I just haven't had time to do it. I need to, I know I need to. Yeah, so I'll get around to doing that. An emote, new emote contest. Because we still can only use one emote, but I think it's about time we change it up. Best part is the Anthony stabs. Oh yeah, well. This one I have to rebuild this board though. I'm gonna try to find what PCB and plate works with this because I quite like this case. Maybe it's time to sell it. I mean, I already have a wood case. Actually, maybe I will sell this thing. Even it's this. The nice part about this thing is that it is hand carved Kauba wood. I think is what it's called. Right. So yeah, not machined or some shit, not CNC'd, but yeah, actually hand carved, and it's not boring as well. It actually looks nice. Look at this shit. Yeah, this one I thought about. So the reason why I even got this case was so that I could bring it around with me. But I realized that I don't even really bring a mechanical keyboard out with me very often. Most of the time, I prefer having a light bag because, you know, I take the bus or I walk. So I'd much rather just have less things in my bag. So I just use the type cover on my Surface, as shitty as that sounds. Okay. NGB says better than cubic. I actually have not tried the cubic profile yet, so I'm afraid I can't tell you that. I need to get it though. Zoology says I'm hovering over the buy button for Big Bone. I got e-drug and in real life drug. Mixed baked. Okay. NGB says I'll pick up instead of the cat. Looks like a good combo. Starry Night got shafted over the cat or cam, if I remember correctly. Should be one of the first officials. I think so, because Starry Night was done by Key Creative, right? Maybe? Because I know this is, yeah, this is done by Key Creative. Starry Night, maybe I'm wrong. I have an extra set of cubic in a neutral gray white if you want me to send to you to try out. Sure. Does it have the Sangan keys? If not, then I'll probably have to say no, because then I won't really have a board to put them on. HHKB for travel. Yeah, I mean, I guess, but it still weighs a bit, right? And it's loud as shit, so I won't use an HHKB when I'm traveling, I don't think. At least not in public. Yeah, it's pretty loud. Okay, so any other questions regarding this set? Again, I'm gonna put this on another board. I'm gonna try to use it more. Alright, this is just first impressions. So far so good, but again, if you ask me, is there anything that needs to be fixed? I still think that this row right here. Oh shit. What the hell is that? Is there a mosquito here? There's one problem with the new apartment. Okay. And again, no, it's you know, it's hot and humid in Texas right now, so in Dallas, perfect time for mosquitoes and stuff. Okay, so yeah, my personal problem with this profile is still this shit. All right, when your fingers move over it, it's not as bad as on normal SA, I'd say. Oh, this one just has a lower shift key. Yeah, see over here it's, so on SA it is from row 2 to row 3, that's a problem. Right. Whereas on CAT, it is row 3 to row 4, that's a problem. Right, from row 2 to row 3, it's fine, right? See, your fingers can just go slide down normally. But going from this to this is a problem. And so yeah, so how do you fix this? Because what's happening is actually on SA, the flat row or row 3 is taller. So that's why it has the opposite problem. Or well, I guess the same problem, but on the opposite row. Right. So look at these two. You will see that row 3 on cat is shorter than row 2. Whereas on this one, row 3 is taller than row 2. Which means there's a problem going from this row to this row, but because this is taller than this, and this is a reverse of this, then this is taller than this, and you're fine going from this row to this row. Whereas on this one, same problem, but in the opposite direction. Oh shit, what did I just do? Alright. These two rows are the same, from what I can tell. Are they the same? I think so, they look the same. These two. But this one is actually the row 3, the flat row, the middle row, is lower than row 2. Which means this part isn't a problem, but this part is a problem. Right? So again, same problem as normal SA, but in the opposite direction. Same, but different. Zoology says only has 6.25 U space. Hey, what's up? Foxy Clean and Juan in the Millie. Hello, hello. These are the newer cubic sets, mod kits. Yeah, because all I have, the only keyboard I have that's standard is the CM-QFR, completely stock with shitty stabilizers. That's the only thing I have that has a standard layout. So much wood on this stream. You know it. Oh yeah, I just realized, yeah. We got 2 wood keyboards and a wood desktop. Foxy Clean says just got an XPS 13, very nice. Super low travel distance, ultrabook. The keyboard isn't bad. $90 for 4K IPS screen, not too shabby. Yeah, that sounds pretty good. I've always wanted an XPS actually. Pretty nice. Okay, yeah. So any other questions regarding the cat profile? Where's the Novakeys wood desktop? Yeah, looks pretty cool actually. This actually looks like the Novakeys wood desktop, doesn't it? White with this wood color. Look at that. This is basically the Novakeys desk mat. But yeah, I might sell this case because I have a tofu case coming in next week, I believe. Chocolate tofu case. We'll unbox that on camera, of course. Yeah, so anything else real quick? I'm starting to put stuff back. And actually, if you're watching on YouTube, you have any questions, put them in the comments. Or ask me the next time I stream with these keycaps. We're gonna build another board and then use these keycaps just to see whether we like them. Yeah, because the problem with this right now is that this board itself, I don't even like typing on this board, so I can't really give my thoughts about it. Holy shit, what happened here? Look at that, got snapped right off. Dallas meetup, interest check on Facebook. Oh yeah, I saw that. I don't know who's organizing it though. They don't even know who's organizing it yet. Why are you such an angry man? The case they come in are amazing. Oh, you mean? Wait, do you mean cubic profile or this thing? Send it to Mike and ask for a sponsorship. And I'm always afraid of sponsorships. But then again though, I think people would know what they're signing up for, right? I ain't sucking your dick for mediocre products. I don't mean knob keys, I mean people in general, not companies in general. But yeah, so this is the cat profile. You're gonna see more of it, hopefully. Well, and I'll let you guys know on the Discord as well, more of my thoughts if I have time to use them. This thing, it's alright. I mean, Enjoy PBT, the blank sets also come in this thing. NPKC caps, I believe, or NPKC also sells this keycap tray thing. This box is nice though. Yep, so this has been Cat Keycaps. Let me know if you have any other questions. If not, I will see you all tomorrow for the build stream. What am I building tomorrow? I have no fucking clue. We have not confirmed anything yet, but I will let you guys know. Diagram says, thanks for the cat tour. No problem at all. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. If the price is right, I'm down for a set. Yeah, if the price is right. I think that's true for a lot of things, right? And most of the time, the right price is $0. Alright, see you, everybody. I will see you all tomorrow. Hopefully, I'll find out what I'm building tomorrow. Again, like I don't even know yet. And I need to set up all my soldering stuff. I don't even have all that pulled out yet. Just in a box somewhere. Damn it, I just realized I forgot this thing. Yeah, so again, thank Z Frontier for sending these samples. Hopefully they can do some finishing touches and improve the keycaps to a production ready quality. But yeah, we don't know yet, so we'll find out. But alright, so that's been it for today. Dothead, the metaverse. It just started, yeah, it just started, so you didn't miss anything. It just started today. Yep, see you guys. See you, Foxy Clean, 100 milli, 8 diagram, NGB, mouse is fine. Dothead as well. Okay, who else? Yep, I will see you all tomorrow. Holy shit, that's spooky.